What drives a person to leave everything they know behind? For Kaito, a young man from a quiet, struggling village, it was a single burning desire to rewrite his family's fate. Born into a life of relentless poverty, where every day was a fight to survive, Kaito's reality was harsh, yet his heart was unyielding. He dreamed not of riches but of freedom, the kind that would lift his parents out of their endless toil and give them a life of peace. But dreams, as we all know, are not for the faint-hearted. Kaito worked tirelessly alongside his parents, doing whatever small tasks he could to help: farming, hauling water, or delivering goods. He poured himself into each day with a smile, but his heart bore the weight of despair. No matter how hard they worked, nothing changed. Poverty clung to them like a shadow, and the young man knew that unless he did something drastic, he and his family would remain trapped forever. One evening, as the sun set over their modest home, Kaito made a decision that would alter his life forever. With tears in his eyes, he told his parents, "I must go to the city. I cannot bear to see you suffer anymore. I'll find work, and I'll return with enough to change everything." His parents, though reluctant, gave him their blessing. With a heavy heart, Kaito packed his few belongings and set out, carrying nothing but hope and an unshakable determination. When Kaito reached the city after days of travel, it was nothing like the hopeful vision he had imagined. The towering buildings, the bustling crowds, and the unending noise were overwhelming. Everyone seemed to have a purpose, a place. Except for him. Kaito knocked on every door, visited every market, and approached every business he could find. But the answer was always the same: no. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The rejection wore him down, and Kaito found himself sleeping on the cold, hard streets. He was hungry, tired, and beginning to lose faith. He often sat by the river, staring at his reflection in the water, wondering if he had made a terrible mistake. "Why do I even try?" he thought. "Is my dream just an illusion?" One such evening, as Kaito sat by the river, an old monk appeared, his presence calm and reassuring. Without a word, the monk sat beside him, gazing at the flowing water. After a while, he spoke, his voice gentle yet profound. "Young man, why do you look so defeated?" Kaito sighed deeply and shared his story. "I came to the city to find work, to help my family escape poverty. But no one will hire me. I've tried so hard, but nothing ever changes. My efforts feel pointless." The monk nodded, his eyes filled with understanding. "Let me tell you a story," he said. And with that, he began. Once, there was a bamboo farmer who planted seeds with great care. Every day, he watered them, tended the soil, and ensured they had sunlight. Yet after a year, there was no sign of growth, not a single shoot broke through the ground. Still, the farmer persisted. He continued to water and nurture the seeds through the second year. But again, there was nothing. By the third year, people in the village mocked him, calling him a fool for tending to barren soil. But the farmer believed in the process and refused to give up. Finally, in the fifth year, something miraculous happened. The bamboo shot up from the ground, growing rapidly, towering over everything in mere weeks. What the villagers didn't see was that during those years of apparent inactivity, the bamboo was growing an extensive root system underground. It was preparing for its sudden rise. The monk looked at Kaito, his gaze piercing yet kind. "The bamboo teaches us an important truth: success takes time, and much of the work happens beneath the surface. Your efforts may seem invisible now, but they are building a foundation. Patience, persistence, and faith in your journey are what will bring your dream to life. Kaito felt a spark of hope reignite within him. For the first time in months, he saw his struggles not as failures but as steps in a greater process. The next day, Kaito set out with a new perspective. He took on small jobs, sweeping streets, carrying goods, and helping in shops. Though humble, these tasks gave him a start. He worked with diligence and integrity, saving every coin he earned. Slowly but surely, people began to notice his commitment and character. Months passed, and a wealthy merchant offered Kaito a permanent job in his store. Kaito's hard work paid off as his responsibilities grew, and so did his earnings. He never forgot the monk story. Each small task, each long day, was another root growing beneath the surface. Years later, Kaito had not only lifted his family out of poverty but had built a thriving business of his own. Standing in the middle of his success, he often thought of the bamboo farmer. His roots had been growing all along, even when he couldn't see them. The power of patience and persistence. Kaito's journey teaches us that success doesn't happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and persistence. The road is long, and there will be moments when progress seems invisible. But remember the bamboo. Even when growth isn't apparent, the foundation is being built. Trust in your journey. Stay committed to your goals. And when the time is right, your efforts will bear fruit. Just as Kaito discovered, the roots of success are often hidden, but they grow strong and deep, preparing us for the moment when everything comes together. Moral of the story: true success is like bamboo, it takes time to grow. But when it does, it soars to unimaginable heights. Keep watering your dreams, even when you can't see the results just yet.